I'm the bomb and I'm about to blow up. I'm the bomb and I'm now we gonna reach another whole new level. Grabbing the light on the run from the devil.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're looking at 10 games that might suck in 2023. For this list, we'll be looking at games that have the potential to be great or completely fall on their face. We always hope for the best, but only time will tell which direction they go. Which anticipated game are you worried about in 2023? Let us know down in the comments. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Alone in the Dark.
Maybe the dark man just likes it when you suffer.
Have you ever talked to a doctor about your condition?
The Alone in the Dark series has had something of a troubled past, to say the least. Once one of the benchmark titles for psychological horror before the likes of Resident Evil and Silent Hill, the series had a massive dip in quality over subsequent releases that culminated in the failed reboot of the franchise in 2008. We don't talk about Illumination. However, now thanks to Pieces Interactive, Alone in the Dark is getting a second chance to reclaim its rightful place as one of the premier horror franchises. While what we've been shown has promise, the gameplay itself seems sluggish when compared to its contemporaries it's taking inspiration from. Attempting to modernize this archaic design might hold the title back from its true potential, and might not be enough to scare up any new fans.
Welcome to the Madhouse, Detective.
The Day Before.
Shit.
Arguably the most anticipated game on Steam, The Day Before was immediately on everyone's radar after its reveal in early 2021. Since then, the game has faced numerous delays and a change from Unreal Engine 4 to 5, but fans waited patiently as a steady stream of updates were released. Lately, many have been questioning the authenticity of the footage that's been revealed so far, with many accusing the developer of using vertical slices for a game clearly not capable of handling this level of detail in what is supposed to be an open-world PvP MMO with survival and crafting elements. With the game scheduled to be released in early 2023, but still no beta or even an alpha for players to get their hands on, we're beginning to get worried this game will underdeliver on their promised ambitions. Dead Island 2. The term development hell is labeled as such for a reason. Originally announced in 2014 after series creators parkoured onto bigger and badder zombies, Dead Island 2 languished in limbo, being passed from one developer to another like a rotting corpse until finally, in 2022, the game was re-revealed with another new studio at the helm. While the game is clearly far from The Walking Dead, the rotting zombie effects are especially impressive. However, with the likes of Dead Island's spiritual successor Dying Light, numerous other zombie properties, along with many years of the sequel's waning development, mean that while many are certainly curious, there might not be enough meat on this title's bones to help it stand out in the crowded sea of the undead. Diablo 4 is a title that has us concerned more about its history rather than its quality. The launch of Diablo 3 was rocky at the start, but eventually became one of the series' best entries. But the recent backlash surrounding Diablo Immortal is what truly has us treading cautiously.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Allow us to explain. Diablo Immortal, while a solid Diablo experience, is unfortunately crippled by some of the worst and most egregiously predatory microtransactions in the industry, and that's saying something. While Blizzard has assured fans that there will only be cosmetic microtransactions in Diablo 4, they said similar things about Immortal, and we all know how that turned out. Although Diablo 4 has a lot of potential and is previewing well, we can only hope this trip to hell doesn't leave us trapped behind a paywall.
They have our scent. Run!
Redfall.
Oh shit, there's more!
Arcane is easily one of the most underrated developers working today, which is why, as much as it pains us, we do have some concerns about their latest effort, Redfall. Beyond the most recent delay, with still no solid release date, this will also be Arcane's first title to feature co-op from a studio primarily known for their polished single-player experiences. Usually, any title that says you can play solo or with friends is clearly designed to be played with friends in mind, but that's not the case here. While you can play the game co-op, your progress with your party of up to 4 is locked to your party leader's playthrough, meaning you'll be starting the story from scratch should you start playing solo. Arcane also claims that this is their largest playground to date, which could work against their usual clever and meticulously detailed level design.
Well, it's red.
Forspoken.
Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts. I'll probably fly next.
So let us get this straight. We're looking at a game, a rather generic looking game, set in a pretty empty open world. Oh yeah, and we're being subjected to some truly terrible dialogue. As if things weren't already bad enough for Forspoken just based on its bland trailers and gameplay previews, the recent release of a demo for players to finally get their hands on the game didn't do it any favors either. Utilizing a wildly overcomplicated magic system that reportedly has over 100 different spells, characters constantly spouting cringy dialogue,
Fair to middling, I suppose.
I'll give you middling, asshole.
and a world that just feels lifeless, there's not much to get excited about here beyond the title's impressive visuals. Understandably, this is a demo and things could change, but after numerous delays, our hope is hanging by a thread.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Lies! She dies!
Skull and Bones.
You decide where you belong and what you're worth.
Let us spin ye a yarn about a video game. But not just any video game. No, this be a video game about the high seas, some swashbuckling pirates, and endless delays. Long thought dead, the crew of Skull and Bones appeared on the horizon one day, promising adventure the likes of which had never been seen. Upgradable ships, endless customization options, and the chance to build your own pirate crew. Well, all sounded too good to be true, and looking upon them with a closer eye, these here pirates be lifeless, devoid of adventure. And just as they were about to make port, they changed course once again, promising to return again the next year. We know not when we will see these lost souls again, or if they sailed too close to the horizon and ended up in Davy Jones's locker.
Fighting under our own flag, we will take what's ours.
Hogwarts Legacy. Recent controversies aside, there's still numerous reasons to be worried about our latest trip to Hogwarts Castle for our next class. Much like the recent Fantastic Beasts franchise, this might be a case of too little too late, with much of the fanbase that grew up with the original Harry Potter films and novels moving on, with little interest in revisiting the wizarding world. The numerous delays the title has experienced are also giving players pause. In Hogwarts Legacy, not only can you attend classes, choose your house, go on adventures and learn powerful spells, you can also build a small homestead which you can completely customize, all while exploring the grounds and surrounding areas of Hogwarts Castle. This all sounds amazing, but it could also easily buckle under its own ambitions.
You may begin.
Not bad for a beginner.
Horizon Call of the Mountain.
There.
Where are you taking me?
Before we even begin, We admit we love the Horizon series, but what makes those titles so engaging is the free-flow combat and the massive world we're set loose in. It's also these reasons why we're so concerned about Call of the Mountain. What we've seen so far is very technically impressive, and the title looks to be taking full advantage of Sony's new PSVR 2, but we've also seen very little real gameplay to know exactly how much freedom we'll have while playing. The snippets we've seen suggest that combat will be more linear than the exploration side of the game, with Reyes only being able to dodge side to side and lock to a track while the machine remains in the center of the arena. We're always excited for any new Horizon content, but VR might not be the best medium to answer the Call of the Mountain. Starfield.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
The fact that Starfield even exists is in itself a big deal. Todd Howard has been talking about its potential non-stop, and based on what we've seen, the prospects of Skyrim in space is quite exciting. Once we look a little deeper, however, the project's ambitions may end up getting the better of it. Built on the wildly outdated and unpredictable creation engine, the title already looks dated before it even hits the market, and given Bethesda's track record with releases like Fallout 76, we can't imagine the title will be running smoothly right out of the gate. Todd Howard has also promised over 100 star systems with over 1,000 planets to explore, but will there be engaging content on all those planets, or are they randomly generated a la No Man's Sky? We still have much to learn before release, but Starfield's greed could easily leave it lost amongst the vacuum of space.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. As to what they are, what they're building, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.